Where are the positive role models for young men in today's society? Today, I wanted to go through my two-axis framework for masculinity, but provide some examples of different online subcultures and prominent male figures and where I believe they lie within these four main archetypes. So to start off, we have the incel community. These are the classic weak jerks. They are usually nice guys that have been hurt and rejected by women, and this is what Chris Williamson likes to call the romantic pill. This is the side of the red pill space where the men haven't developed themselves in many different ways, and they feel lost, they feel hopeless, and they feel like there's no hope for them. They never have a chance of getting with women, and they think this turns them bitter and resentful towards women, and they become quite sexist and misogynistic, and that's where most of these men lie in these online spaces. They're honestly the ones that need the most help. Secondly, we have the nice guys. These are the ones who put women on a pedestal and over-index in the virtue scale. They think that I can just nice my way into being strong, and they fail to realize that competence can play itself out in many different domains, including confidence, physical strength, and skill acquisition. Now onto the classic red pill sphere. These guys can be successful with women. You have the Andrew Tates, the Myron Gaines. The thing is that they're still emotionally stunted because they fail to realize that virtue is not a weakness. Emotional regulation is a strength. And they over-index in power and competence to become a high-value man and display, showing off their rich cars and all their money and wealth and all the hoes they have. The thing is that over-indexing in power, as we've gone over in different videos, power correlates with attraction and virtue correlates with security. So these guys may be attractive to some women, but they are not secure, they are not safe, and that leaves them in the bad boy position. Now we have what I believe is the ideal, what you want to be aiming for, the knight, the Prince Charmings. This is a coin that's been termed recently is the Gentlemanosphere, which is basically archetypes of positive role models in today's society, guys that aren't super extreme into feminism and they aren't nice guys per se, but they also aren't part of the red pill space and they're not sexist and misogynistic. They have a more incorporated view of masculinity as a whole. Now, obviously, Chris Williamson fits into this great. He talks about male issues all the time from a very balanced, nuanced perspective. We have Chris Bumstead, Olympian weightlifter, and also extremely mindful and emotionally attuned and aware. And then we have Richard Reeves of Boys and Men, more left-leaning feminist type author, but still an extremely prominent male voice in the space. And that is where I believe most of these archetypes play out in online discourse and on social media.